I mean, they told me to come out here to this.
Who is they? Who is they?
What are you talking about?
Judas had us come out here, spaceman, because he said the equalizer was in there, and it better be a case of White Claw waiting on me. Because Doolies, I quit school because of recess. I don't play games. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And then after that, it's back to popping bras and drinking claws. You tell them, Chad.
I'm telling you now, I'm getting sick of being embarrassed. But I trust Judas. I know he's got the answers. And after we take down these idiots at Meltdown, they're going to go on their little parade of tears all the way back to the hoedown compound with their sister wives and their uncle cousins and all those stupid little idiot incestuous children that they got running around, and they can all just lay there and cry and whine when number one with the bullet takes home the gold.
Well, I'm going to get out of this neighborhood. Y'all can go on inside this bar. I don't feel safe around here. I'm going to call an Uber and get out of here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SOM Live. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us this afternoon on the CW. I'm Corky McCorkle, along with the loaded gun, Chad Bartlett. We are SOM. Come get some, folks. I want to start off the show right away and let you know Draco is all right. He's out of the hospital. He's been cleared to compete tomorrow night. He is going to face Sick Rick Matrix for the SOM Heavyweight Championship.
Hey, did they get the smudge of his brains off the floor over there? They buffed that out?
All right, well, he did not leak his brains out on the floor. He's all right. He's going to wrestle tomorrow night for the championship, and we're going to be taking a look at all the matches that are going down tomorrow night at SOM Meltdown. It's going down 5 p.m. right here at the School of Morton, 2085 Chuckey Highway. Special interviews with all the competitors and a special look at all the matches, including that grudge match going down between BTSG and Joe Briggs. The East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship, RT3 against Brian Rivers, the Real Outlaw, will decide the East Tennessee champion, and the tag team titles on the line. Chad Bartlett, you taking on
your new tag team champion. Just go. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody out there, the family is going to put things in order. You've already heard from Judas. Everybody knows. It's not like it's going to be a big surprise, but you're still going to lose your breath. You're still going to be clutching your chest for your heroes getting their necks broke right there in that ring. But we're bringing the truth to you. And you know what they say, certain people can't handle the truth.
Well, it remains to be seen. I mean, after all, last week we saw the fastest victory ever that Silas Dooley had over Bronson Garrett. But folks, we got a whole lot of program to get to. Right now, we're going to take you to a special look at RT3 and Brian Rivers.
Stan Hansen told me himself. He said, "Kid, go do what you gotta do. You got my blessing. Carry on the great name of Texas."
Like buckshot out of the barrel. Look at this. Look at this. Oh!
Now a big shot.
Thing Brian Rivers can do, I can do 10 times better. I'm gonna prove that in September when I walk out East Tennessee heavyweight champion again.
RT3 just nailed the German suplex.
What is going on?
I don't know. We were starting off the show here through the entrance.
Somebody save me!
And another big German suplex. RT3 fall away slam. A big Roy Thacker. Oh, there's the spear. RT3 picks up once again. Body slam. That's Bartlett now. Oh, I'm in it.
What have you done? You can't do it any better. And that RT3, you better know one thing. East Tennessee championship you're carrying is going to belong to the new East Tennessee King in the name of Texas!
Spaceman here for SOM Live, man, standing with the Mad Hatter Judas and the real outlaw, Brian Rivers. Meltdown is tomorrow. What you got to say, man? It's crunch time.
It's crunch time, baby. Exactly. I hate to agree with you, but once you're right. But but this is the way it's going to be. Oh, speaking of, wait, I thought of something. The man right there that was endorsed by Mr. Stan Hansen has got something to say about tomorrow.
All right. Well, Brian Rivers, how you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, Spaceman. That's good for me, and that's bad for RT3, because the party ain't gonna stop today. We're carrying it on into tomorrow, and I can go on and on and on and on. RT3, you better bring all the stamina in the world. You're a BDJ in my book, a big dumb jock. This lariat right here is coming at your head. 24 hours. That gives you 24 hours to shine that belt up. You better kiss on it. You better love on it. You better love it for one last day, because it's going to be mine. And I'm taking it back to Texas. And there's nothing you can do about it or anybody else at the SOM.
Well, there you have it, man. Some strong words from the real outlaw. Let's see if he can get it done tomorrow. SOM Live. This is Spaceman for SOM Live. Y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. Spaceman Jones for SOM Live, standing here with the East Tennessee heavyweight champion, Big RT3. Tomorrow, man, you got to see Brian Rivers. He been talking a lot of smack about you, man.
Oh, Spaceman, I am pumped up to see Brian Rivers tomorrow. It's time to either put up or shut up in my book, and I've learned that on a football field. When you practice hard, you train hard, and you do everything you can, you walk out victorious. And tomorrow, against Brian Rivers, he wants to come here and throw a chair around, act like he's big and bad, wear his little cowboy hat. Nah. Tomorrow, you're going to get the spear, and you're going to get pinned, and you're going to get beat, because I am walking out East Tennessee heavyweight champion again.
Well, there you have it. Some strong words from the champ, RT3. He seems primed and ready. Y'all make sure that y'all tune in tomorrow, September 8th, Meltdown at the School of Morton. Spaceman Jones for the School of Morton, SOM Live. I'm out.
I'm Hoot. And I'm Punky. And you're watching SOM Live.
It seems like everywhere I go, it's the same story. It's look left, it's look right, it's look overhead, it's do everything that you possibly can to ignore Joe Briggs, because it seems like you haven't been paying attention. And that's the problem. Son, what am I going to have to do to get your attention? Your attention needs to be on me. You need to forget about everything else. Because if me DDTing you through the mat didn't get your attention, if me standing up in your face didn't get your attention, maybe this will get your attention. You are phenomenal. You are one of the best wrestlers in this area, but you are not me. Don't worry about him. That's why I am telling you right now that I want a match with you. September 8th, School of Morton Live at Meltdown. You don't want to pay attention to me? I'm going to take it.
So if you want to step up to the plate, homeboy, if you think for 1 second that you got what it takes, just remember, we have a history, and I put your face flat on the mat. 1, 2, 3.
You think that you can keep sticking your nose in my business? You think for 1 second that I forgot that you intervened in my lumberjack match? Boy, you have intervened for the last time. And let me tell you this, you better watch yourself going to your car tonight, boy. Because I done told you once, if I hadn't told you twice, the BTSG is a little bit different. I've been through a lot, and I ain't gonna back away from it. I'm coming at you from the streets. Let's see if you make it home.
Spaceman here for SOM Live, standing here with Prince Malik of Devastation Incorporation and the Doctor of Destruction, Joe Briggs. Now, your man has a match with Mook, the BTSG, tomorrow night at Meltdown.
I wouldn't consider it a match. I would consider it more of a life lesson. Because, you know, sometimes men attract their identities to things. And just like the unfair things of the universe, things can be taken away. And when things are taken away, that man becomes less of a man. He becomes unfocused. He becomes unreliable. And he becomes a man that cannot achieve what he sets in front of him. We are not those kind of men. We make goals and we reach them. And we know that sometimes there's adversity. That's what makes us men. Life is not always fun. Life is not always games. Tell them, Mr. Briggs, what's happening.
There's a lot of guys that stand here and proclaim to be things, and they tell you things that they're going to do. But the catch is, none of them believe a word that they say. You see, BTSG calls me a joke. He says I'm not in his league. He says that I can't swim in his waters. Well, BTSG, let me tell you this. I believe everything I say. You are my stepping stone. You're about to be the joke.
Well, there you have it, some stiff words from Devastation Inc. for the BTSG ahead of their match at Meltdown September 8th at the School of Morton. This is Spaceman Jones for SOM Live. Y'all make sure that y'all keep it locked. Spaceman here for SOM Live, standing here with BTSG. Man, tomorrow is Meltdown, but I know you got more on your chest to get off than that.
You know what, Spaceman? You know what? Speaking of Meltdown, I'm about to have one. You know, I done been through a lot here at the School of Morton. I done came from the bottom straight to the top. And I've never been disrespected the way that I've been disrespected thus far. You know, I'm trying to get my rematch for the title that is rightfully mine. Joe Briggs stuck his nose in my lumberjack match, and then he comes out and he intervenes in my match tonight. You know what? Joe Briggs, I got something for you, boy. And I ain't playing when I say, watch yourself. Watch every dark corner. Every time you go to your car in the parking lot. Whenever you go into work by yourself, check the gas tank to make sure ain't nothing in there, boy. Because where I come from, you ain't never safe. And trust and believe. When I want you, I'ma get you.
Well, there you have it, man. Some strong words from the BTSG. Tomorrow night at Meltdown, you can finally get your hands on Joe Briggs. What do you got to say about that, champ?
Joe Briggs, boy, you are not ready for the things that I'm going to put you through. Everyone has seen everything that I've been through. With Rick Matrix is some tough competition. And I appreciate what you've given me, the props you've given me. But put some respect on my name. It's not Marcus, it's Mook the BTSG. And get it right.
Well, there you have it. Some strong words from the BTSG. Tomorrow night is going to be nuclear. Meltdown. SOM Live. School of Morton. In Chucky, Tennessee. I'm Spaceman. SOM Live. And we out of here.
Well, I think we got a match. Get ready to brew. I am prepared to keep Sick Rick in that ring. And I will do everything I can to keep him in the ring. Because Sick Rick knows que no me puede ganar adentro. He knows that he can't beat me in the ring. One-on-one wrestling match, he can't win. He needs to cheat. He needs to use chairs, tables, and anything he can get his hands on. Corky, I promise you that when Sick Rick gets in the ring with me...
Oh, Lord God! Sick Rick right out here right now! Oh,
He called his name, and out the monster came.
Just came from out of nowhere.
Oh!
And attacking Draco. Well, Draco interrupted Sick Rick's interview last week, and now Sick Rick sure has interrupted my interview with Draco. What is he doing now?
I don't know. What's he?
Rick, he just
Oh my
pulled up
God.
some protective padding.
What's he
Got
doing?
just been exposed at the concrete
Oh my
floor.
God! Oh my God!
Sick Rick now that he hit his pile driver.
Let's be honest with ourselves just one time. You know it. This cameraman knows it. These people know it. And now Draco's gonna know it. Sick Rick Matrix is the #1 wrestler going today. Because you see, I walk to the beat of my own drum. But it is what it is, and now I'm fixing to run right through this entire promotion and put it on its own pedestal. SOM, Sick Rick. There can only be one, and you're looking at it.
We may need some serious help. That was
No, we need. Somebody needs to call an ambulance.
like that.
Man for SOM Live, standing here with the SOM heavyweight champion, Sick Rick Matrix, ahead of his match at Meltdown with the Archangel Draco.
You know something, Draco? Sometimes when you step in the ring with some guts and some gusto and some fire, it tells your brain that you might be able to do something that we know just ain't capable of happening. You see what I'm telling you? Is because when I put you on the side of that ring and drove you to the floor, mind you, that's all you needed. Because it did one thing, and one thing I knew it would do, and that would be scramble your brain. Because if you think for 1 second, that you're going to take this championship off of me, then you got another thing coming, Jack. Because I am what I say I am. And that is the best. Right now, today, the best. I told you for 6 months that I was going to be standing here with this championship. Did I not?
You did tell
I did. And it's going to take one hell of a man and one hell of a wrestler to get up out of their bed at 6 a.m. Monday through Friday and think you're going to beat me. So you can take all your Mexican mumbo jumbo, mix it in a pot like your auntie does, and feed yourself some of it. Because when you step in a ring with Sick Rick, trust me, pal, you're going to get all of it.
Well, there you have it, some strong words ahead of their match.
You bet your bottom dollar.
September 8th at Meltdown.
I'd say something else, but I already got the network in a jam, Jack. But this is what they want, and this is what I'm going to give them.
Well, that's words from the champ, Sick Rick Matrix. He faces Draco at Meltdown September 8th. This is Spaceman for SOM Live. Y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. For SOM Live, I'm standing here with the embattled. You look a little worse for wear. The Archangel.
Give me a second here,
Draco.
Spaceman. I gotta just.
Now we saw
You hear that?
Yeah, man.
You hear that? See, I'm recuperated because I'm not like your boy, Mook. I am not fragile. After every battle, after every beating, que ese estúpido cabrón me da, I get up and I get stronger and stronger every time. And Sick Rick, you think just because you pile drive me on the concrete with your Matrix driver, you have no idea what I'm gonna do to your neck when you see your final flash in that ring. You wanna talk a big game about how you've been talking for 6 months, that you finally got the SOM Heavyweight Championship? Let me tell you, I'm telling you right now, that title is gonna come home with me tomorrow night. And if you have the balls to show up, I will decapitate you. Y va a ser tu final y nadie te va a salvar.
Well, there you have it. Some stiff words from Draco. He seems like he's getting his neck loosened up for Sick Rick Matrix tomorrow night at Meltdown. Y'all make sure that y'all keep it locked. This is Spaceman for SOM Live.
Chase Owens here, New Japan Pro Wrestling and Bullet Club star. And if your dreams are to become a future legend in this business, you have to train with a legend.
Come get you some. School of Morton.
The ladies' pick, the men's regret, the hillbilly heartthrob, the Empress, Bronson Garrett, and my tag team partner, the loaded gun, Chad Bartlett.
And the champions, they are the current SOM East Tennessee Tag Team Champions, Ricky and Silas Dooley, the Dooley Cousins.
One too many balls. Number one with a bullet.
Number one, baby.
Turned into 24 with the bullet.
Oh, yeah. What'd you think, though?
Oh, I mean, I don't know what to think. I trust Judas. That's what I think. It's our time. The games are done.
These idiots aren't gonna know what to think when we equalize it tomorrow. Probably not here.
Bro.
I would say something, but once that light turns on, bro, I don't know what to say.
That wouldn't be a very good impersonation if you said something. You're doing a terrible job.
Nothing else?
No.
You want to hear something else? You know what a unicorn, a chupacabra, and a dragon have in common? They're all mythical creatures.
Yeah.
And none of them are ever going to do anything.
You know what's also awesome? It's also awesome to be with Bronson Garrett at this time and this place when we know that we have the X Factor, that we're number one with a bullet. We're taking School of Morton live all the way, and guess what? No time for losers.
You know what, man? I know you. You know you. I know that you know that I know you. Man, we're walking out with gold.
Dude, I feel like I've known you forever.
That's some deep stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Man, here for SOM Live, standing here with the Dooley Cousins, the East Tennessee Tag Team Champions, ahead of their match at Meltdown with Bronson Garrett and Chad Bartlett.
That's right, Spaceman. Yet another title defense against Chad Bartlett and Bronson Garrett. How many times have we beat them now? What? A couple times, at least. I don't know. In a row. Undefeated is really the important thing you need to take away from that. It's actually just getting a little repetitive. But hey, I mean, I guess we get paid either way. We'll just stay on top. That ain't a big deal. All that to say, though, I understand there's been a lot of strong talk coming from them. Of course, there always is. Same old thing. I mean, really, it's just developing a pattern, actually. But Bronson said that we were going to forfeit these titles. Well, I got news for you, bub. I don't even know how to spell forfeit.
I can't even spell forfeit.
Well, there you have it. Two guys who can't spell forfeit, so they won't forfeit. So we'll see a fight tomorrow night. The Dooleys versus Chad Bartlett and Bronson Garrett for the East Tennessee Tag Team titles. Spaceman for SOM Live, and we out of here.
All right, folks, so that's all the program we've got for you today. Remember, be sure to join us tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, right here at the School of Morton, 2085 Chuckey Highway. SOM Meltdown is going down. The East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship going to be decided as RT3 puts his title on the line against the real outlaw, Brian Rivers. We've got a big grudge match as the Doctor of Destruction, Joe Briggs, with his manager, Prince Malik, takes on the BTSG. We've got the X Division title going to be on the line. Alex Monroe putting his title up. Also, those East Tennessee tag belts going to be on the line. Chad Bartlett, you and your partner, Bronson Garrett, #1 with a bullet, taking on the champion.
Your
Dooley
mom's favorite
Cousins.
tag team.
And then, of course, Sick Rick Matrix, the SOM heavyweight champion, going to put his title up against Draco. Should be a great night of matches and a whole lot more. And it's all going down tomorrow night at the School of Morton, 2085 Chuckey Highway. Chad Bartlett, it's going to be a great night of matches.
I'm looking forward to this because this is finally an opportunity where Judas has set everything into motion for all your heroes, all those people that you adore in that ring, to get shown for the true phonies that they really are. All these smiling faces, they're going to be knocked unconscious right there in that ring, and you're not going to be able to stop it. None of these fans are going to be able to stop it. You're just going to have to live with it.
Anything could happen here at SOM Live, and you'll just have to come out tomorrow night to see for yourself what happens at SOM Meltdown. And then also next week, downtown Johnson City, we're going to be at the Umoja Festival, September 14th. That's a free show. It starts at 7 o'clock in downtown Johnson City. And the night after that, we're going to be back here for SOM Uprising. A lot of new talent on the rise here at School of Morton. And you're going to be meeting a lot of new star athletes at SOM
I'm looking forward to that, Corky.
So that's going down next Sunday, September 15th. But you can keep up with all our dates at SOM School of Morton on Facebook. And you can see a ton of past clips and highlights. We'll see you tomorrow for SOM Meltdown, and we'll see you next week here for more SOM Live.